Rex, I sent a letter yesterday.
A letter, an actual letter.
Yes, on paper, with a stamp.
Nobody sends letters anymore, Junior.
My Nan likes them.
That's actually very sweet.
I know. I'm a good grandson.
You're an elephant.
A good elephant grandson.
The word stamp, from the old Germanic stampon, to pound, to crush, to press down with force. Something small, something stuck, something that, against all logic, connected the entire world. This is the postage stamp.
Before the postage stamp existed, sending a letter was complicated, expensive, and frankly, a bit of a gamble. In the early 19th century, postal systems across the world operated on a simple but frustrating principle. The person who received the letter paid for it, not the person who sent it. The cost was calculated based on distance and the number of sheets of paper used. Send a letter from London to Edinburgh, and the recipient might face a fee equivalent to a day's wage. Many simply refused to accept their mail. This created an obvious problem. People were finding ways around the system, writing in tiny script to fit everything on one sheet, using coded marks on the envelope to communicate without the letter ever being opened, and outright refusing delivery. The postal service was losing money. Something had to change. Enter Rowland Hill, a British schoolteacher and social reformer who in 1837 published a pamphlet titled Post Office Reform. Its importance and practicability. Hill's argument was elegant in its simplicity. Charge a flat rate, charge it up front, and make it affordable for everyone. His proposed rate was 1 penny for any letter anywhere in Britain, regardless of distance. The idea was radical. The establishment was not impressed. Critics called it absurd, financially ruinous, and the work of a man who clearly knew nothing about running a postal service. But the public loved it, and in 1840, the British government implemented Hill's plan. On the 1st of May, 1840, the penny black went on sale, the world's first adhesive postage stamp. It featured the profile of Queen Victoria Young, unsmiling, unmistakable, printed in black ink on a small square of paper with a gummed back. The idea was simple. Buy the stamp. Stick it on your letter. Post it anywhere in Britain for 1 penny. The public response was extraordinary. In the first year alone, the volume of letters sent in Britain nearly doubled. People who had never written letters before began writing them. Families separated by work and distance could now afford to stay in contact. The stamp didn't just change the postal system, it changed how people communicated. But there was one small problem with the penny black. The cancellation ink used to mark it as used was black, the same color as the stamp. This made it easy to wash off the cancellation and reuse the stamp. Within a year, the penny black was replaced by the penny blue, then redesigned again into the more familiar red penny stamp that would become a British institution. The idea spread fast. Brazil issued its own stamps in 1843. The United States followed in 1847. Within 2 decades, virtually every major nation on Earth had adopted the adhesive postage stamp as standard. But stamps quickly became something more than postage. They became miniature works of art. Governments used them to project power and identity, printing images of monarchs, presidents, national monuments, and historical events. Collecting them became a global obsession. Philately, the study and collection of stamps, became one of the most popular hobbies in the world by the late 19th century. With millions of collectors cataloging, trading, and preserving these tiny rectangles of history, some stamps became extraordinarily valuable. The British Ghana 1 cent magenta, issued in 1856 as a temporary measure when a scheduled shipment of stamps from Britain failed to arrive, is considered the rarest stamp in the world. Only one known copy exists. In 2021, it sold at auction for $8.3 million. For a scrap of magenta paper smaller than a matchbox, The design of stamps has always reflected the politics of their time. During the Second World War, both Allied and Axis nations used stamps as propaganda tools, printing images of military victories, national heroes, and ideological symbols that would reach millions of households through ordinary mail. The humble stamp was a weapon of soft power, delivered one letter at a time. Technology, of course, has changed things. Email arrived. Then messaging apps. Letter writing declined sharply through the late 20th century and into the 21st. Many predicted the end of the postage stamp entirely. And yet, stamps are still here. Still being designed, still being collected, still being pressed onto envelopes by people who believe, as Junior apparently does, that some things are worth doing the slow way. The postage stamp connected a fractured world at a time when connection was expensive, slow, and uncertain. It democratized communication. It gave ordinary people a voice across distance. And it did all of this by solving one simple problem: who pays and when. 1 penny. Up front. Stick it and send it.
So my nan is basically keeping a 200-year-old system alive.
Your Nan is a pillar of postal history.
I'm going to tell her that.
She'll have no idea what it means.
She'll love it anyway.
Nothing is ordinary. We'll see you next time on Just Things.